Hello, 5th graders. This is Mrs. Salyer here, and I'm going to be introducing your next task in the series of tasks on decimal operations, multiplication, and division. This is Task 8, and the title of this task is called Ribbon Cutting. This is what you'll be doing in Task 8, Ribbon Cutting. Let's see if we can get it zoomed in a little bit better for you. Okay. A student is cutting ribbons to hang medals for the upcoming school-wide relay race. There are a total of 30 units of ribbon. How many ribbons can be made if each member's ribbon is 1 25/100 units long, 75/100 units long, 25/100 units long, 5/100 units long, or 50/100, which is the same as 5/10 units long. Then, on the next page of your task, you are going to be determining which of these statements are true. A. Is it true that each result is greater than the 30 units of ribbons and the length of each ribbon made? Is it true that the number of ribbons created when each ribbon is 5/100 units long is half as much of the total units of ribbon? So you first are going to have to think about what is half of the total amount of ribbon that you have. Creating ribbons that are 10/100 or 1/10 units long would make 10 times as many ribbons as the total units available. D. Creating ribbons that are 2/100 unit long would make 50 times as many ribbons as the total units available. And on number 3, you are being asked to create one more true statement and explain why it is true. On number 4, you are going to create one false statement and explain why it is false. There are copies of this task that are going to be located on this video for you to download or print or just copy from paper pencil. You also need to remember that you start out by having your private think time. That's when you're just thinking about what the task is asking you to do, thinking about what you might need to do to find the solution. Now, if you are a total RCL student, the next step is a little bit more difficult for you. Typically, you work together with a group and you share your ideas and share solutions. However, if you are an RCL student and working from home, you might want to get together with a parent, an older sibling, an adult, and just talk about the task and share what your ideas are about how you're going to be solving this task. For me, it always helps to get a visual in my mind of what I'm doing. So, you're going to be making some ribbons to hang medals on for an upcoming event at school. It's a school-wide relay race, like something we might have for field day. So, I want you to imagine you have 30 units of ribbon. Now, we don't know what the unit is. It might be inches, it might be feet, it might be centimeters. It doesn't really matter. We just know that the unit is 30. Now, our task is we're being asked to cut the ribbon in 1 25/100 of a unit. Then the next time we're going to be cutting it in 75/100 of a unit. Then in 25/100 of a unit. So you need to be thinking about which is going to be the bigger pieces of ribbon. The 1 25/100, then you go to 75/100, then you go to 25/100, and your cuts keep getting bigger or smaller. That's something for you to think about. And then your problem is with the cuts, if I'm cutting this ribbon in 1 25/100, how many pieces of ribbon or how many cuts can I get out of the whole unit of ribbon? Then you're also going to be thinking about if you're cutting it in the other increments, such as 75/100, 25/100, 1/10, 5/10, how many cuts are you going to be able to get, or how many pieces after you cut it, of the total units of ribbon that are available. So hopefully that'll give you a connection to be thinking about what it is that you're going to be doing in order to solve this task. So go ahead and have your private think time. If there's someone that you can talk with and put your heads together about the solution, go ahead and do that. Then when you come back, I'm going to be discussing with you some possible solution paths on how to go about solving this task. Good luck with your ribbon cutting.